Hey everyone, it's the Cinema Dude again. Happy Friday. And today I'm going to show you the rest of my Twilight Time orders that I picked up a little while ago. This set came from Screen Archive's website, along with the other ones. I had some issues with the Twilight Time website itself. It kept being delayed, and other orders were going out. The people were saying prior to ones that did it on the first day, and there was just a whole bunch of delays. So instead of me risking missing out on these titles, I just canceled that order and then just ordered all these from Screen Archive. So today I have 4 films. 3 of them are film noir and 1 is a horror film. So let's jump right into it. So the first one is Whirlpool, and this one is from 1949. And it is it has Jean Tierney in it, and she is a mentally troubled socialite caught shoplifting and then ensnared in a dark scheme of a manipulative society astrologer / hypnotist to frame her for a murder he's committed. So, kind of a very interesting kind of premise. All these films that I got in here are all blind buy, so I haven't seen any of them yet, so I look forward to checking these out and seeing what I think. I love film noir. That's kind of one of my genres I've really picked up the last year or so, so looking forward always to adding more, and these ones look kind of interesting. So the special features on this disc are an isolated music track, audio commentary, excuse me, from film historian Richard Schickel, and a original theatrical trailer with isolated music track. So that is Whirlpool. Then we have Don't Bother to Knock, starring a young Marilyn Monroe. And this was from 1952. And this one is Marilyn Monroe plays a demented babysitter drawn to a man played by Richard Widmark. She ultimately becomes convinced is her dead lover. So kind of a different kind of film noir in that aspect. And it is only 76 minutes, so it's going to be a really quick one too. An isolated music track. There is 2 featurettes. One about Marilyn Monroe, the mortal goddess, and Richard Widmark, strength of characters, both which we're seen on the biography channels. And then there is the original theatrical trailer. So that is Don't Bother to Knock. The last noir film that I picked up is one that's in color, which you don't really see a lot all the time. And is from 1954, and it is Black Widow, also starring Jean Tierney. And in this one, it is about a group of sophisticated theater world New Yorkers caught up in a scheming plans of an ambitious young woman. So yeah, again, kind of interesting one that's also in color. And the special features on here are isolated music track, audio commentary with film historian Alan K. Rode, Ginger Rogers at 20th Century Fox featurette, and Ginger Rogers is also in this movie as well. And then Jean Tierney, final curtain for a noir icon. And then a original theatrical trailer says Black Widow. And then finally, just another horror movie I wanted to pick up. They had a few in there. I picked up Audrey Rose last time, and then this time I picked up. This is from 1969, and it is a part giallo, part gothic horror, and that is La Bambola di Santina, or Satan's Dolls. And it is a Italian giallo film. And it says here, it is a classic giallo tale putting a pretty young woman in jeopardy in a gothic-style castle. Throw in a handful of nutty relatives, a black-gloved murderer, a ghost, and a bit of dungeon torture. That's entertainment. So, kind of interesting that they have, it's part giallo, part gothic horror. So kind of cool to pick up another kind of horror movie. And on here, it's a isolated music and effects track. And then auto commentary with film historians David DeValley and Derek Botello. And so that is Satan's Dolls. So those were the 4 films that I picked up as the other part of my collection of Twilight Time releases. So if you can find them out in the wild, I would definitely recommend them. You know, these movies probably won't be on any other disc, just because they're kind of out on the outskirts. You know, they're not the major movies. They're not like the obscure horror movies that, or you know, VHS classics that might, like Vinegar Syndrome or Severin might put out, but they're those kind of studio movies that fall on the outside. So if you can find them on eBay or Screen Archives, I definitely recommend you know, Twilight Time releases, and you know, pick up some and expand your views. They have stuff from westerns to horror to, you know, some sci-fi. They have a lot of drama. They have, you know, stuff from Samuel Fuller all the way, you know, to, you know, Italian horror movies like Satan's Dolls. So, wide gamut. So, definitely check them out. I hope everybody enjoyed this video. I hope everybody has a great weekend. And remember, be kind and rewind.